I'm live, right? We're live.
Yes.
Hey.
Howdy, everyone.
This is Greg with Fit for Expedition. This is my very first live stream, and I'm with Kenny here with Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, and we're going to talk about live streaming actually and people's experiences with live streaming. And since this is my first live stream, I figured it was a good subject. So how you doing today, Kenny?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me up on your show for the very first time.
Very first time. Well, you and I have been on the show before, on a
Yeah.
live stream before together,
Mm-hmm.
but that was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason why I wanted to have you on first, because I felt comfortable since we've already done this before,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring up Red, but what in a second. But why don't you? I don't know if there's anybody who's not familiar with your channel. I'm sure everybody is, but just give a little rundown.
What I normally do on my channel is I normally do taste test of different types of food. Some of it's exotic food, some of it's spicy food, and it just varies. And I also like to adventure out. I like to go. I have a series on where I went to Helen, Georgia, back in 2020. I went to Helen, Georgia, which is for those that may not know, Helen, Georgia is built like a German town, and it has a lot of German food restaurants that
Oh, cool.
where you can try different foods and things like that. And I also got to try my very first, as you may have heard this word many times, very first spaghetti ice at the DOS ice cream.
Spaghetti ice.
Yes, and it's spelled like the word spaghetti, and then the EIS is how it's spelled, is how the ice is spelled. And and that's a German. It's a German. It's a German dessert, and it's vanilla ice cream made to look like spaghetti, and it is really good. I mean, they take they take this strawberry sauce that uh, it's like a strawberry topping, and that represents the spaghetti sauce, and then they take white chocolate, and that represents the Parmesan cheese and all that
That
stuff. And
sounds cool. Yeah.
it is really good, but and then I also do Kahoot every Friday night at starting this Friday. I'm gonna be going at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 9. So, and it's
Okay.
always fun. The topics vary each week, so yeah. So
Why the change in time?
I was actually encouraged by Roy and Becky Travels because they were gonna go. They were gonna go an hour earlier, and they really like to play that game called Kahoot, and so they thought maybe that if they go an hour earlier, then I could have that 8 o'clock hour,
Okay.
and that will give me a little bit more time to finish the Kahoot games. We usually play 3 rounds. Some of them can be 10, 15 questions. Some of them maybe 20, 30 questions. It just varies. And but it's always a fun game. I always have a good crowd, and
Yeah, I was
and
on there. I was on there Friday,
yeah,
last Friday. Yeah.
and I also hope to eventually put out some auto mechanics videos, since I just graduated auto mechanics school this May of 2021. So
Yeah. Congratulations. That's
thank
cool.
you very much.
So we're a couple of Ford lovers, actually.
Yes.
I have three
Yes.
Fords out in the driveway.
Mhm.
So hey, I'm gonna bring Red up. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully. There we are.
Can
Hi.
I was going to ask you, could you hit that last blank square, and it will space us out a little bit?
The square that's in the top right corner.
The It's on your bottom there. You see where you got no, it's on the bottom of your
Okay. All the way to the right.
all the way to the right. Yep. There you go.
Cool. Got it.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go. There you go.
Can you hear me, Red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing?
He taught me about everything I know.
Yeah. So how you been?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. You do a lot of live streaming too.
Yeah, well, yeah, I started in March. I'm only usually going once a week, but I go a long time sometimes when I
Yeah.
have good internet. I didn't have good internet when I was visiting my son in Denver, so
Mhm.
I had some not so great live streams, but it was still fun.
I caught a few of your live streams, I think, or at least a couple from hotel rooms, right? In hotels.
There was one from a
Oh,
hotel room.
oh, just
Yeah, and I'm
one.
in a house right now because my RV was getting fixed, and I'm doggy sitting. I'm going to be doggy sitting for my friend, so I'm in a house for a little bit
Yeah. So
until I go to Branson.
what kind of stuff are you doing on your channel now?
I'm traveling in my RV. I do poetry. I'm a spoken word poet, author, musician. I do a lot of different stuff. I'm really enjoying the community. It's something I didn't expect when I got on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, it's been really fun. And I just didn't expect to make so many friends,
It
and
doesn't it
so
seem
that's been
like
really fun.
it seems like the rest of social media is like swimming with sharks. And then you come into YouTube, right? And it's not like that.
Uh,
I don't know if it's still shark.
it seems a little bit better. There's still sharks here.
Yeah, there. You know, I've been pretty lucky
It's,
though. I don't know. I've only had a couple of occasions where I've had to block somebody from the, from the comments or something. So
yeah, they're everywhere on the internet, but it's different in different formats. It's definitely it's definitely interesting. It's a whole different thing when you're going live and you get to interact with the chat. That's what I like to do, and have people up on your panel. It's really interesting. It's really fun. I mean, it can be potentially um, Kenneth knows. It can be potentially difficult or awkward or, whatever with, you can't bring up someone you don't know.
yeah,
I've seen that on other channels too, like when they had the long live stream at the Adventures of Traveling Mike, and
yeah,
you got to be careful. And I've had strange trolls in my basement on a live stream, and then I'm just
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah. And then after that, I didn't want to put the thing up. So
Yeah,
it is a good idea if you're just having certain people up to just send them the link in that private chat, like on Facebook or email or whatever.
yeah. The good thing is if they're in your basement, you can leave them there, right? I mean, it's
You
not
can. I had to learn how to
like in the chat or
ban
something.
people from the basement. I didn't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, he was up on my live. I was like, what do I do, Kenneth? What do I do?
Yeah,
Remember
I
when
got.
I had the trolls in my basement, Kenneth?
I remember that real well. And I played Whack a Troll many a times on other live streams that I mod for.
Yeah, and that's why I have you there. But the thing with that was, he couldn't see them, and I'm just like going, I got these people, and they would put, bad things, after they knew I wasn't going to bring them up, because Kenneth's going, no,
Mhm.
no. I'm like, no, I don't want to. And then, they got mad, and then they put something expletives in their name for their name. So it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was crazy.
I guess I got to get used to looking at the chat and, that kind of thing, because I've done it in a Premiere, but a little bit slower in the Premiere. So, yeah. So, you know what? I am going to have Paula come up from Vida Travel. So,
okay.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Are you excited doing your very first live stream?
A little bit. You know what I'm nervous about is it's 2 minutes. I mean, it's 12 minutes in, and how do you fill an hour? But I guess you just don't fill an hour if you don't fill an hour, right?
True. But honest to goodness, ask Red and Kenneth. It's really easy to go longer than you planned.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once you're interacting with the chat and your guests, it sometimes takes a life of its own, and that's the most fun.
I have to learn to interact with the chat. I guess I should say hello to some people that are in the chat. That would probably be a good idea. Like Artscape Adventures by Lisa's here. That's cool. Marshall's here. He was here earlier though, like an hour ago. So let's see, where am I at here? Oh, it jumps around on you, doesn't it? The Morris family. Hi. Gina, of course, who's going to be on a little bit. Oh, Jim, Totally Relaxed is here. Thanks for coming, Jim. Let's see, who else do we have? Water Girl, thanks for being here. Tim, Mobank, $20. Let's see, Eric Burnside, how you doing? 91 Adventures, thanks for being here. Oh, Wicked Cryptids. Cool. Thanks for being here. The Daily Dan blog. That's cool. Thanks for being here. Hope Bus. Oh, that's cool. Hope Bus is here.
The bag of skills in after you. Okay.
You have 20 people here for your very first live stream. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
That's one of the things I wanted to ask you all about, but I'm going to wait till I bring Gina up before I start asking questions about live streams and stuff. But Boondock Charlie's here. That's cool. How you doing? Let's see. Did I get everybody?
Van Life Rocks is here.
Ray.
Angler 2058 is here.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, Wicked. I don't know how you pronounce that.
Wicked Cryptid.
Cryptics.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that they probably saw my tweet on Twitter about it. So yeah, cool. I wanted to say a friend of mine, Jared King, who has a channel, Jared King TV, was supposed to be here, but his wife Laura is having some health issues, so he couldn't be here. I wanted him to be here because he doesn't know most of this crowd, and I thought it would be really cool for him to have his channel here. But
I hadn't heard of him.
What's that?
I hadn't heard of him.
You haven't? He's really funny, and he just does. It's not real super edited kind of stuff. It's just he goes out. He'll do cemeteries or battlefields or stuff like that. He's a funny guy. Yeah, and it's intense.
Yeah, I followed him on Twitter. I didn't know he was over here even, so I'll go check out his channel.
Yeah, and he's been on. He reached out to me originally months ago, and his channel should be bigger than it is, I think, because he's got a really great personality. And so Paula, almost everybody in the chat knows about your channel, but like we just said, there's somebody in here that doesn't. So
your volume's cutting in and out just a little bit.
My volume?
Yeah, when you lean forward sometimes. Did anybody else notice that? It was hard to hear for a second.
Just for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. Okay, I'm sorry, Greg. What were you going to say?
Why don't you talk about your channel just for a minute, because there's at least one or two people in the chat that may not be familiar.
Awesome. Well, I'm Canadian, and
That's okay. That's all right. We won't hold it against you.
You'll forgive me for that, hey? Yes, I'm Canadian, and I bought an ambulance that I've converted into an RV, and I'm looking to do more travel. I do a lot of live streams, and I'm just starting to do more videos, but I mean, when I started live streaming, I was doing interviews of other channel creators 5 days a week. Now I do it
Were
once.
you really? I didn't see those. Yeah, I didn't find you until, well, I found you through Gina, and it was a few months ago. 3 or 4
Yeah.
months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been about a year since I started live streaming. A year in
Okay.
August, I think.
Yeah. Well, let me bring up Gina because I want to find out if anybody has any crazy stories about their live streams. So, am I getting louder as I get in closer?
No, it sounds perfect.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna bring up
Is Paula who?
Gina.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, thank you for being here.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm only nervous about filling an hour.
Oh,
Not
that's
really
easy to do. Like Paula said, that's easy. That it creates its own little life after a while. And if you got a panel, there's no way you'll find something not to do.
Yeah, I guess
So-
if you ask a question, then everybody wants to answer it. So you got
Right.
Yeah. The only reason I was a little nervous is because Jared's wife has a channel too. It's Laura King, and so that was going to be 2 people. So I was thinking, oh well, that fills more time. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Well, you're getting close to the half-hour mark now, so.
Oh, we're only 18 minutes in.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. So I'm sure everybody knows Gina's channel here. Well, no, there's a couple of people that may not.
There's a few in there I don't know. Hello, everybody in the chat. What's up? Paula, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Excited for tonight's interview.
Yes, Mr. Sunshine Baby is a good one. I told you he'd be a good one. Red and Kenneth.
Hey, Gina. Yeah, I started on going to all these guys' channel, especially Paula and Kenneth before I went live. That's how I got used to going live.
I remember Paula's first or second live. She was just cute as a bug, sitting in her ambulance, like not really knowing what to do. She's just like, yeah, hey, what's up?
I still get nervous.
My very first one was so bad because I was just playing. I didn't think anyone was going to show up. I was trying to figure out what all the buttons meant because Gina had actually been the very first person to interview me and introduce me to the whole live streaming process altogether. So, I think Ray was the first person that ever came up on one of my live streams, and it was like, okay, I guess we're going to learn together. I don't know how to do anything.
Ray was a difficult one to get to come up on first lives. I think it was meant to be. We might have talked him into coming up for a minute. He was smiling ear to ear. That boy's got a big old smile. It's like he was just so happy to be there.
When did you start doing live streams first, Gina?
Let's see. I only had like 600 subs, and I started doing them. God, I forget what time of it was. Maybe March of 2020.
Okay.
Maybe
So
March of 2020. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got introduced to them through the community RVers. Jerry Hawley had to take some time off from doing his lives. And Meant to Be RVing and Daydreams About Nice Things said, hey, will you take a spot? Will you cover for him? And I'm like, what? Really? No. And they go, we'll do a live with you. So Meant to Be RVing and Daydreams About Nice Things were on my first handful of lives with me to give me the guts to get up there. And I mean, I'm a musician. I've been in front of crowds, but not live like on YouTube. That's a whole different story. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun learning.
I've done live stuff, but not on YouTube. But it was in a former career. I used to. I probably shouldn't even say this, but I used to work in politics, and I'm not going to say what party. But so those kind of interviews, I was being interviewed. I wasn't talking. I didn't have guests, and you get attacked constantly through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I was nervous about even going on yours, Gina, when you asked me to be on your channel.
Scared. No reason to be scared. That's a good reason to have a mod too. But another good reason to have mods is so they say hello to everybody that you miss coming in to the stream.
The only reason I don't have mods is because I couldn't figure out how to do it. That's why. That's the only reason I don't have it.
Yeah, you'll get it. It'll all come to you. But you got a good crowd in here right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a lot of it's because of you all. So
I'm a mod for Paula, but I'm not a good mod. I'm only a good hello mod. Hello, hello. That's all I do. Hello,
yeah, yeah.
hello.
I haven't really had any trolls though. I don't think there's been a whole lot that's been removed from my channel.
I've
I
only
was
had 3 in the year that I've been doing it, and one was just my last show. It was from Twitch. I went on Twitch, but nobody on YouTube could see that what he was saying. Only I could on here, which that threw me. I was like, "What? Okay." So I kept saying, delete him," but I could only see him, so it was all right.
well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So am I right about that? If you have someone in your basement, you can leave them in your basement. You really don't even have to bring them up. So if they're down there, the only problem is they're taking up the 6th spot or
Well,
whatever.
no, you can kick them out of the basement, and they're not taking up any spots.
Okay, I'm just gonna look and see how you do that.
Yeah, and like you can have somebody come in as a producer. You would send them a link to come in, and they could do anything on screen that you can do.
Okay.
Pretty much. I've had that when I was shouting out people in different ways. I had that, and they were posting channels in my private chat, so I could grab that channel. And there's all kinds of ways to do it. But yeah, you can kick them out of the basement too.
Oh,
All
okay.
you need to do, Greg, is roll your mouse over their image below what's shown live. So in the basement, and there's 3 dots.
Yep.
Click
Okay.
on that. You can kick them out of the studio.
Yep.
I want to try it, but
that's what I
I
have.
don't
Kick me out. Kick me
I don't want
out.
to kick anybody out. I just want to try clicking on that and see what comes up.
I don't want to. I mean,
Oh, I see it. I see it says banned from studio.
I don't want them in my basement eating all my tacos and mixed drinks I have for you guys.
And the red and brown jelly beans or whatever, right? I mean, the green M&Ms.
Brown jelly beans sound a little suspicious.
Well, and I keep moose milk in the basement for Paula.
Oh yeah.
But
otherwise she doesn't
she's
show
not
up.
always there to drink it, and sometimes if Mo Bang comes up, he drinks it up down there. Lord have mercy.
Have you guys ever had the popcorn flavored jelly bean?
No.
I haven't heard of those.
I've had those. Those are good.
You know how many you got in your chat right now, dude? First live stream?
How many?
29. I got
how many?
31. Awesome. It just went to 31.
Are you serious?
You're popping off now.
Wow.
You're like a professional first day.
I was going to ask you all how many people you did have in your first live stream, and actually, did any do multiple live streams and never have anybody show up? Because I was watching one the other day, and it's someone who only has like 7 or 8 people on his live stream, and he talked about he went on every day, and he never had it. You just sit there on his cell phone and kind of play around on his cell phone, and finally somebody showed up, and he didn't even realize they were there. You know.
Well, I'm going to tell you the key to live streams. If you have people that share you out, like I try to share out anybody that's live that I watch or I go to, even if I don't go watch them, I try to share them out. And that really helps because I'm seeing people in here that I don't think probably knew you, but I'm sure Paula shared you out. I'm sure she did. And I did. And so I'm starting to see people trickle in. Sharing is caring, guys. If you want to help a channel, you share them out.
I share people out.
Yep.
On Twitter.
And even if you can't, if you don't have that community tab, you can share them out on Facebook and then share them out in your platforms.
Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, I try to do that on Twitter mostly all the time. Share
that's
people.
The joy of the community tab for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Marshall shared you out as well.
Yeah, Marshall shared you out as well. Yep.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was worried about is Marshall didn't have his live stream before mine, and I thought, well, that's going to help me get some people here.
Oh no, you're rocking it. You're truly rocking it. Yeah. I mean, it's break open champagne time, dude.
Now I'm nervous.
Oh no! Now's when you get up and sing or twerk or something.
Watch what you do on live streams because you can't take it back unless it's your own stream. You can quickly pull it down, but on somebody else's, you should probably behave.
Oh yeah, I'll behave.
Oh, I'm worse on other people's live streams because like I don't think my family's gonna find it. Hopefully not.
Right?
Yeah. You guys should have seen Red at that meetup. She don't drink anything, but she was dancing on the picnic table like at the bar or something.
I was drinking. Right. I had my first joint. Oops, not supposed to say that.
You're supposed to be
Just to
behaving.
quickly
It won't
answer
hurt ya.
91 Adventures. 91 Adventures wants to know how do we share. So if you look under the video, there's a little button. There's a thumbs up, thumbs down, and then share. And you can click on that and
Yep.
then pick which social media you want to share it out onto. And that will copy the link out.
There's
for
my
you.
friend Marlene TV. What's up, Marlene?
Yeah, I don't know Marlene TV. Thanks for being
Yep,
here. I didn't.
He's
I didn't know.
he's a channel member to me. What's up, girl?
Oh, and Waterboy didn't say hello to Waterboy.
Oh, I didn't see him. And Water Girl and family. Oh, you got a crew going on up in here. Everybody that can share this out, like Paul said, share it out. Let's see if we can bust the ropes on him. So the second one will be even harder to get a lot of people to see it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Be good for him.
The second one, it'll be crickets. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kathy Nightingale. I own the Captain Show. He's a friend of mine from the UK. And he's got a good channel too. The Captain Show. Let's see, Julie.
Paula, how many people did you have your first live stream?
I think like 3, not even all at the same time.
Really?
I think I've had a live stream with like 3 to 5. It was my first couple. After I wasn't in somebody's time slot, I was just covering for them. When I was in their time slot, I had all their people. But then when I first really went on my own, I think I had a live stream with 3 to 5 people. I was just nervous, but oh well, you know.
Kenny, when did you start doing live streams?
I think my very first live stream was back in. I'd have to go back on my videos, but I believe it was sometime back in June or July of 2018. But it was just through YouTube itself and not StreamYard.
Okay. Have you used any of you? Have you used any other software besides StreamYard?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've used Melon, and I've used there's another one, I forget the name of it. They're just like StreamYard. But StreamYard, I was already paid for it for a year, so I didn't use the other ones, you know.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Melon. Then there's
Melon was easy to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one is
Prism was one too that you before StreamYard was letting you do it from a phone. Prism would let you do it, but they kept cutting off like in the middle of my live.
OBS. What is OBS actually? Because I actually accidentally got into OBS when I was trying to get into StreamYard the first time. Not today, but a few days ago when I was practicing.
You were in Streamlabs, is what you were.
Streamlabs, yeah.
Yeah, they're harder to work.
Is it?
Yeah, I've never used it, but I know it's harder. Everybody tells me it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you guys have any really super embarrassing moments from any of your live streams?
Are you kidding? Do you watch any of us?
Why would we tell you?
I mean, unusual one.
Trying to think.
Something simple I did on one of my first interviews is I clicked on live and we chatted, and then her partner said, aren't you going live? I didn't realize you had to click go live 2 times for it to work.
Oh yeah, because it gives you another little
and that works the same way as you got to end it with 2 clicks, because that would be my embarrassing moment. I had 2 people up. It was my first month of doing lives. I had 2 people up visiting with me like this, and I ended the live stream. I just left. I clicked the X. And so I get back. I was doing it outside. I get back in the van. I get a phone call from, I think maybe meant to be RV. And she said, hey, you need to go back to your live because you left your guest up there. They're still live waiting on you. I'm like, what? So it was our epic RV adventure and somebody else. And so I how do I get back to it? I left it. I didn't even know how to get back to it. So I got back to it and I was like, sorry, guys. And I hit end, but they carried on for a good 20 or 30 minutes without me. So,
yeah, I have the black screen still running, and Nate of LandCloud messaged me on Facebook and was like, Red, you have to end your live. But at least, I wasn't doing something embarrassing.
I was trying to get those watch hours on that one.
So, yeah. And I heard about the one where you were going with Johnny. Yeah, Johnny said about, yeah, you have to remember to start it. You have to remember to end it. Yeah.
I was just so happy to get through the hour. I just hit the X and left. I was just like, oh yeah, I got through the hour. Click, bye. See ya.
I'm glad you told me because I probably would have done the same thing. Yeah.
Me and Paul, we could all stay up here. We'll talk you through it.
It won't matter. Right? Yeah.
And Paula, we could probably get Paula to sing for us.
No, oh hell no.
Oh, come on, Paula. Come on. You know what? We're right about the halfway mark. We could do like a little singing intermission. You could sing a song right now.
And at the halfway mark, you could twerk for us. So yeah.
I mouth the words to "Happy Birthday" in a group setting.
Right. Yeah, I do that too. Somebody say, "I didn't hear you sing." Yeah, you did. You were just singing so loud. Jeez.
Wait, you said you know the words in a group setting. So in other words, you don't know the words, but you just kind of like.
I know the words. I just don't want anyone to hear me singing. I don't know. Believe it or not,
she lip syncs
in the real world, I'm super shy.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, I know it's hard to imagine, but yeah.
Wait till she has some moose milk.
Well, then it changes a little bit.
Everything changes.
I actually didn't have any moose milk in the basement. So
No,
I know you didn't have tacos either. I was down there a whole 10 minutes early.
yeah. I'm surprised that Paul even showed up. Well, surprised she didn't leave. She didn't know there wasn't moose milk, so.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. So what prompted you, Greg, to decide I'm going to do live streams?
Actually, in all honesty, I just thought it would help grow my channel. But I also thought it would help grow some other people's channels. Because I have some friends in like the UK. I have some friends that are on the paranormal side and the urbex and that kind of thing, and then I've got friends in the nomad community, and I just thought that'd be kind of cool to like bring all these people together, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was the other reason. I don't know, do you have the same thing? Do you have a lot of YouTube friends that are in like say in the UK or anything like that? Paula.
I have one or two from Australia, but that's kind of it. Just Americans and Canadians.
Yeah. I have a few from Australia too. But you have a lot of Canadian friends, I'm sure. Are you familiar with Salty Beaver Explores?
Salty Beaver? No, I'm pretty sure I would remember that if I'd heard it before.
Yeah. No, she's got a good channel. I think she lives pretty close to you too, actually.
You know what? I didn't realize there were so many Canadian channels.
Yeah, there's a lot of Canadian channels.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of Canadian channels.
Yeah, I do, and I don't really know I am, and then I find out, oh, they're actually from Canada.
I do once I hear them talk.
The language barrier?
Well, no, just the accent. I love their accent. I'm thinking, man, I just want to sound like that. That's half the intrigue of Canada. I want to sound like Paula.
I think I sound exactly the same as you.
Depending on the words you say.
You sound about the same. But
I don't say about like that.
Same.
I say about correctly, don't I?
About.
I don't know. I don't care.
It's the emphasis on the about. About.
Yeah.
The ow.
About.
I thought it was a boat. It's like a boat.
Yeah, that's how a lot of Canadians sound. I don't know if they're more up north or where they're at, but I know there's a lot of them that the further in you get, the different sound they have. Just like here.
Paula's in the room.
Is very different. East Coast is where you get a lot of the traditional ideas of how Canadians sound.
Paula's still here, right? We're talking about her, then she's still here.
I think Paula sounds great, and she sings good.
Oh, yeah. Someone says pronounce pasta. Can I say pasta like a normal person?
No, it's pasta.
It's pasta. So you do like
I don't know.
See,
you do like a pasta?
But so Chrome talks just like that, just like Paula. He has the same accent as Paula. He says pasta. So yeah, it's just the same way in the States. You get in the center or down south, people talk with a twang.
Or those guys from Tennessee. Like
Yeah,
Ken.
right. Like
Yeah.
Ken. Man. Man.
I always giggle when I hear roof. Sound like it's roof.
It's Roof.
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 A roof.
Right?
I'm a roofer. I'm a roofer.
Kenneth is just cracking up over there. What the hell's so funny, buddy?
He's swiping left over there. What are you talking about? Swiping left.
You know, back on the subject of live streams, though, Kenny's like the marathon live streamer. He'll start, you know, before any of us are awake, and he'll be going all night till like 3 a.m.
He'll take a nap on there too.
I know. I caught that one.
I was supposed to go raid Bariatric is Around that day that I fell asleep. It was a 15-hour live stream, and I wound up.
You can't do a 15-hour live stream without going to sleep. Come on.
I started the live stream at 9 p.m. on Friday night, and it went until about 12 o'clock, 12:30 on Saturday morning. And my plan was I was going to go raid Bariatric is Around. If y'all are not familiar with that channel, I highly recommend checking out that channel.
What is it again?
Bariatric is Around.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Germany.
It's Germany, and
Okay.
and her name is Angie, and she does like techno music, techno disco type music type, and dances, and it's a fun live stream, and she's just so full of energy and life, and she's got a bubbly personality, and it's always a blast in her live streams. It's never, let's just say, if you're ever having a bad day, you go watch one of her live streams, she will turn that bad day into a good one.
Oh, kind of like Gina.
Sometimes
Gina does that too.
Well, I want to say you know your first live stream. I went and put makeup on to be on your first live stream, and Paula looks exceptionally well, and so does Red. They are looking hot. Don't you fellas in the chat think they're looking
I had
hot?
to go brush my hair. I forgot until an hour before this. And I was like, oh my God, I need to put makeup on. I need to get out of my pajamas. No, I'm just kidding.
I had to get out of my pajamas.
Paula looks beautiful with or without makeup. Either way.
For heaven's sakes.
Yeah, my dad will agree with that one.
Paula and Red look like they're ready to go dancing. They're ready to go dancing, you guys.
Yeah, where are y'all going after this?
Yeah, they are single, and I got their phone numbers. I got both their phone numbers. Y'all call me.
You better not. I told you not to give that out.
I won't.
I told you not to give that out.
I won't, but I might hook you up with some hottie dude somewhere, Paula and Red. I'll find you one.
Hey, you guys, it's only like about 10 more days. You can maybe come visit me. I can't visit you yet, but you can.
Wow.
I know. I wrote
Wow.
I wrote to our government on that.
The border's not open, is it?
Did you?
On the 7th, Canada is allowing U.S. citizens that are fully vaccinated enter without quarantine.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't include me yet.
No, wait, is it August 9th? Or
Yeah, August 9th.
7th, and then September, early September, all countries.
August 9th, you can cross the border going up, and I think you can cross the border with an RV type thing, you know, where you couldn't before.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah,
cool.
I wish they could come here.
So we can all stay at Paula's house? Just off the campus?
Oh, you're funny.
Well, and I'm wondering how Paula cooks. I've called her before on the phone. What you doing? Because I'm cooking dinner, and I hear the microwave. That's what I heard.
Well, we'll all find out when we get up there.
If it's just me, I love going to M&M Meats, and I'll warm up like fish or whatever, and then just quickly make some rice. Done.
You go to where?
M&M Meats.
I know. I was
Oh, do you
thinking
not have
candy.
that in the U.S.?
Oh no.
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you can get like complete meals that are frozen, but it'll tell you exactly how long to microwave or cook them in the oven or whatever, and it's kind of pre-cooked, preset. Like it's the easiest version, and it doesn't taste like a frozen dinner from the grocery store.
Okay. Yeah, there's a place locally here called Tanya's. It's Mexican food, but it's all kinds of stuff. They have like 20 or 30 different entrees. The same kind of thing that sounds
Yeah.
like. And then there's a pizza place too that does that, right? That makes the pizzas and you bring them home. I can't remember what it's called.
Papa John's and Papa Murphy's here does that.
Papa Murphy's. Yeah, Papa Murphy's. Do you have Papa Murphy's in Canada?
I don't know.
It's a take and bake pizza.
I wonder what that
I mean,
was.
maybe in the bigger centers, but I haven't heard of it before here.
Oh, okay. Where you
Dee's
are?
here. Hi, Dee.
Hey,
Dee.
Box Andy.
You got a lot of people coming in here.
Heck
oh my
yeah,
goodness.
dude, you're rocking it, man.
You're
I
rocking
don't
it.
want to hear no whining about being nervous for your first live.
Well,
You know what? No, I've been doing live streams for over a year, and I still get nervous the 5 minutes before.
Yeah,
I still get nervous.
Until like
get nervous.
Yeah. Sorry, Red. What were you saying?
I said I still get nervous. No, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I was not nervous at all, and then 12 minutes before, I started getting nervous. Yeah, that's funny. And I took notes so that I would kind of have an idea what I wanted to talk about and stuff beforehand. But then 12 minutes before, I felt like I hadn't looked over my notes enough, and just like normal stuff that happens when you're getting ready for something.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Box Van D says she still gets nervous every time. I don't really get nervous anymore. I mean, it just depends. I don't do homework on people if I'm interviewing them. I do a little bit just so I know a little bit, but I want to find out about you live. So if you say something to shock me, you're going to see me shocked. What?
Yeah, so you're genuine.
Yeah, and but I don't really. I think probably the most nervous I ever been was interviewing Be Ready Today, because he's a preacher, and so my crowd can get a little rowdy once in a while. So can I. But I mean, I knew I wouldn't, but I was a little worried. But he was so easygoing and so likable and enjoyable. It was an easiest interview I ever done after I got past the first 2 minutes of being nervous. I was like, oh my God, what do I ask a man of God?
But he's used to being in front of people though too, so he was he was an easy interview because he was already used to talking in front of the crowd.
Well, I had him on one of my lives after that where I had a panel. I don't know if Paula was on that one, but we all had a beer. He had a shot of whiskey. I'm like, oh my God, is God gonna strike me down because I got this guy to take a shot of whiskey?
No, that's the way my church is that way. My church, they don't say no alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on which church you go to.
Yeah.
It's easier to have people on a stream with you or to interview them when they like to talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
And will elaborate on an answer instead of yep, nope, yep.
That's why I invited Kenny, but he's not saying anything.
He's just eye candy, Greg.
I don't like to interrupt other people talking, is why I don't.
I'm horrible about interrupting, and I'll talk too much. What?
Me too, Gina.
I'm horrible about interrupting, and I'll keep talking till you tell me shut up. So.
Well, good. Keep talking.
I will. Actually, I will.
Mention a few more people that are in the chat that I missed. That Robin Jan Canvan is here. Thanks for being here. I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody anyway, even though I'm going back through. But
I love this name. Reality is I am the spoon, the fork, and the knife.
Oh yeah,
I love that. Right? Oh, yeah. I like that. I see that. I was like, yeah.
Except for when you go, hey, thanks for being here. Reality is I am the spoon, the fork, and the knife. But
yeah, and you're trying to say hi to him on the phone.
Oh, I think the funniest thing was the first time I started getting some channels on my live stream that had their names so that when you said it, it sounded like something else.
Yeah.
So Ben Dover and Mike Oxmal.
Yeah. Which one?
Leave my
It used to
Funny.
be like Cocksmall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still keep
How
going.
many Mike Oxmalls did you have? Wasn't there like 3 of them in your?
I've had a
like
Sharon
5 or
Peters in
6
my
one
chat.
night.
I've had a Sharon Peters in my chat. I just was like, what the hell?
leave my ass alone.
Sharon Peters, and it's spelled out Sharon and then Peters. I'm like, Sharon Peters. Oh shit. Just bye.
I would have never caught that.
That could be a real name, though. That could be a real
I
name.
don't think it was because I don't think it was because they left as soon as I said their name. They were just trying to get me to say it, and some Impalas, like the Mike one, and there was another one, something something my.
Oh yeah, what was that one again?
I don't know, but I said, who is that? Yeah.
Oh, leave
I'm
my
like,
ass alone. You can
leave my ass alone. Leave my ass alone. And yeah, it was how he spelled it out. It looked like a name. I'm
trying to
thinking,
get me to
but
say it.
when you say it, leave my ass alone. I'm like, what? Ah. So finally, I said, "Hey, I know, I got you. Hello."
I don't see that as trolls or anything. I think that is witty humor. They've never said anything inappropriate. You know,
it's not
about the
it's not going
comments. I think when it's a concern, but those names are hilarious.
It is hard to be inappropriate enough on here for YouTube to take you down. I mean, you really have to say something pretty bad. I mean, there's people that cuss all the time on YouTube. I mean, say all the bad words and
like all the bad words.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like the things I've seen you can't show. Okay, we're just going to get down to nitty gritty. You can't show nipples, male or female, either way. And I've seen channels knocked down because a guy pulled his shirt up and went like that over his nipple, and the live got ended like that. I'm like, oh yeah.
Wow.
And you can't show genital, like animal genitals. It has to be in a teaching situation, like, you know, something like on.
Is this in a live stream only, or is this in any video?
Live streams, especially.
I see videos where they're at the beach.
Right. Right. So. Live streams, especially if we're sitting like this and the guy pulls. I've seen the live jerked for that right there. So yeah, it's kind of funny, you know. But you can say the F-bomb, the S-bomb, whatever you want to say, and not get pulled away, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's something about how they catch it. Maybe they don't catch the audio, but they catch the video.
Oh, I've been kicked out of a chat for saying hello by Google bots.
I have too.
I went into Jerry Holly's live. I said, hello, Mr. Jerry Holly. Deleted and kicked out for 500 minutes or 500 seconds or something like that. And I'm like, what? That Google bot did it. Google moderator is what it was called, the Google bot.
Yeah.
I think because the word hello, they might have seen hell. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have typed hello and put hell.
Pause between the hello.
I don't know. I know I didn't, but it was just weird how they got kicked out of there.
Yeah.
I was, I've actually heard of stories where people have actually brought people up that they thought they knew, and then they wound up getting flashed by certain things they didn't want to, you know.
I've been on a live with Diana Brienne Fairchild. She had somebody in her basement, and they couldn't. It was before she knew not to bring anybody up behind a bubble. As soon as he popped him up, dude, it was a dude. Put it that way. That's all we seen.
The worst I've ever seen on someone else's live stream was a pair of butt cheeks walking on by. But I mean, I've never seen the whole full Monty, right?
Right.
So it's okay,
it only lasted a second because she was quick to hit that eject button, but I was like, a man called horse, bam, and he was gone, dude.
Was he? Did the name fit?
I might have called him that. She goes, I don't know what to do with this live. I said, I'd title it A Man Called Horse and leave it alone.
Can you imagine you've already been doing this for 50 minutes, right?
Yeah. Well, it's because you guys are here. If I had to do this by myself, I don't think I'd be able to carry 50 minutes. 52 minutes.
You just keep practicing.
Now I'm watching the clock because you said that. No.
Oh no, I wasn't like just looking at. Wow, I feel like time's flying by.
Well, within the next 10 minutes, I'm sure somebody can come through the basement and splash you if they need be.
Oh yeah.
You guys just know that if you come to his basement and flash him from the basement, nobody will see you but him. So
Yeah.
you'll
But I don't want a horse.
his face will be going like,
No horses, please.
no.
Well, that's one of the things I've learned too. It's not very often. I mean, I just started doing it again, but there was a period of time that I didn't drop links into the chat. It was only those that were pre-invited.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you do get people that come up there and just are very different.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes people can just obstruct the live stream.
Right.
I've seen that are. I mean, they're not even doing anything inappropriate. It just puts a stop. It just like kills the live stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people like me will get up here and start talking about nothing, and then everybody will be like dwindling down because that person's just talking
you can
and
talk
talking
about nothing and make it sound very interesting. So,
well, I don't know about that, but I have never had a flash or anybody that want to try that on my live stream. I might bring you up.
yeah, because you'll delete a live stream. You'll delete a live stream afterwards.
I delete anytime I play music. I haven't deleted my birthday one. I just made it private because that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. You went longer on that. Wasn't that like 2 hours or something? Or
yeah, we went 2 hours. I never go 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it was just a lot of fun. I like playing music and seeing people dance, even though I can't see them dance. They're typing in the chat, little dancers and stuff. You know. And I like when I have somebody to pick on stage, like Paula or Ray or even Red or Kenneth. I won't pick on you. It's your first live stream. So.
I'm surprised nobody's
Craig,
picking
there's
on me.
A lot of people talking about you having moderators, and I know you didn't get a chance to set that up beforehand, but you can go back to this live stream after and click on the very right-hand side of a comment in the chat. And you can add them as a moderator that way as well. You don't have to be live to do it.
It'll take a few hours for that live chat to come up to this video in YouTube. But when it does, you just go back and click on the 3 dots, and they'll say add as moderator or something else, and add whoever you want. You know. Okay,
that'd be cool. That's good. Good to know. Oh, Ambling Adventures is here. And
hey, what's up? Rayleigh Creative Travels.
Rayleigh Creative Travel. Cool.
And there's my great friend and partner.
Hey, Darian.
And Adventures.
Friend and partner channel, Magnificent Germany with Darian. And
I don't.
There's your spaghetti ice.
I see Box Van D says I don't pick on her either. I don't. She might chase me down.
I want to know. This is a question for D. What kind of door did you get for your box van? I didn't see. I don't know if you put that video up yet or not, but I saw you talking about that in the chat yesterday, and I think you said something about like a countertop or something, but I'm not sure what you were. I'm not sure if that was addressing that question or not. If you're still here. Oh, she's there. Yeah.
This is off that subject, not on that subject at all, but I was just saying, you know, Red and Paula, a guy ever asked you at a bar, what's your sign? All you got to do is say closed. Just like closed.
Oh, do we have to?
Right. Maybe. Possibly open.
Yes, maybe. Depends on who it is.
Right?
I told Paula all my favorite pickup lines. Hey, is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I could sure see myself in your jeans. You know, those are great pickup lines. But
I've never heard that one.
So, what's something about drinking their bath?
Oh yeah, you so. I said that to jujitsu. You so hot, I'd drink your bath water. Oh, Lordy. You so hot, I'd drink your bath water. Lordy.
That's funny. So also, who else is here? Claymere is here. I know Kenny knows Claymere.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, Claymere. Yeah, she is from the UK actually, and she
Claymere.
She does every Saturday morning. She usually has a creator's corner, and she'll bring people up on she'll bring different YouTube creators up on her panel and talk about their channel and interview them and try to grow their channel more and things like that. She's been doing it for quite some time. It's always a fun time over there. I usually try to get over there every Saturday.
Yeah, and you've been a guest on her show. So have I on her channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the week after I did the interview with you, Gina. I think it was the week after. Maybe it was 2 weeks. After you made me feel more comfortable with it.
Yeah, if you survive my interview, you'll be doing great. Jesus.
Well, then I went on that with Claymere too, and they did an interview too. That was 2 hours though. We did 2 hours.
The longest live stream I've ever done was somebody else to help them get their hours was 12 hours. The longest I've ever done on my show is 4 hours.
4 hours?
But I was trying to get my watch time in.
Okay.
I have been on other people's show a lot longer than that. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for anybody in the chat. I guess we should go to somebody else's live stream, right? If they are having a live stream. So.
Yeah, it's getting that time. I'll see. Let me see if I see somebody live. I don't know what time. See, I told you time would go fast.
Yeah.
Time goes fast.
And you can do your first raid too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm looking for
Desert
some.
Adventure in Arizona's here. Thanks for being here.
That's the one I confuse you with. I always want to call. Yeah, because he's in Arizona. I don't know. I guess it's an Arizona thing, and I always want to call you Steve or call him Greg, or I get all confused. So I probably called you Steve, and that's why I called him Greg. I'm sorry, Steve, if I called you Greg.
I don't see anybody live that I know.
You don't?
Nope.
Let me see. I have a notification.
Yeah, I never really see live streams at this time of day.
Yeah,
Kenny knows
that's another
live.
thing. You rocked it for this time of day. You
Oh,
rocked it.
Is this
Two Traveling Shores live?
This is early. It's hard to get a crowd early.
But on the East Coast, it's 5 or is it 4 right now? I'm not sure.
It's 6 right now on the East Coast.
But I'm just saying it's hard to get people early. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't got home and to relax yet or whatever.
I just didn't want to be going up against the heavy hitters here on the, on the panel. Being at Paula.
It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
All right.
So we don't have a channel to go to.
Travel and Tour is anybody else, Kenneth? Do you see that? Travel and Tour is live?
Yeah, they're live, and also
Kenneth knows.
Also, David Browning, Bearded Yarning. It's like a kind of like a crochet channel. If anybody's interested in that, but I don't know. I usually go over there quite a bit.
We're going over right now, but I actually had put some trivia that I didn't put up on the screen. It's banners, and I forgot about doing it. So maybe I could just throw those up real fast. It's about live streaming.
Okay.
And the first YouTube live stream was November 22nd and 23rd in 2008. Does anybody remember that?
That was the very first. YouTube much.
Yeah, I watched it some, but I didn't really know that much about it. So
yeah,
that's a long time ago. But then I also the very very first live stream that was ever done was in 1991. Featuring a band called Severe Tire Damage. You know, that famous Severe Tire Damage? Gina, you know them?
No, I don't. What's the name again?
Severe Tire Damage.
Oh, no, but I like the name.
I know, it sounds like a punk band, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Severe Tire Damage, yeah!
Hello, Jared King TV.
Should I call it? Should I end this?
Sure.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for all being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me up.
Yeah. No. Hey.
Thanks for having us up.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would have been able to fill the hour without you all. So, and plus, wouldn't have got all these people in the chat without you all either. So,
Enjoyed it, brother.
I look forward to the day I get to meet you in person, Greg.
yeah, me too. Did you just meet Marshall?
I did.
Yeah.
I got to meet Marshall, and he's a great guy, and I look forward to meeting him many more times. I'm actually going to be going to Branson meetup here this coming month, so this at the end of August. So
Okay, and Marshall's going to be there.
and Marshall's going to be there, and
I'm gonna be there.
Red.
Yeah, Marshall's Melonomatic Adventures, in case anybody doesn't know. But Marshall's been really helpful for me. He's the one who did my banner because I couldn't figure out how to get my banner finished. So he put that together for me. But he's been really great.
And but yeah, we I mean, the way you see him on YouTube is the way you'll see him if you ever get to meet him in person. Is the way you'll see him in person.
Really, that's cool.
Yes.
I think I probably smile less in real life, but
Yeah, me too. Me too.
If I can, we can just put out the fact that there is kind of the trio of us doing live streams tonight, and Van Life Rocks starts in 2 hours, and then I go and Gina goes with Van Life Gina.
And Paula's got Mr. Sunshine Baby on there. If you guys don't know him, he's got a fantastic box truck.
Really?
Fantastic.
It is
like
awesome.
It's
He's
like
very real.
Yep. It's like
how big of a box truck? Is it like a real big one, or is it just like mine?
It's kind of like
still bigger than my ambulance. It's tire.
It looks like in a high-rise apartment inside. It's just like, like a $3,000 a month apartment. Is what it looks like inside.
Really?
It's really fly. It's fly.
Inside?
Yeah, it's fly. And he's a good guy. He's a pretty good guy. I like him.
Okay, well, I'll be there tonight. Everybody should be there if you can be.
And also, Danny Griswold from Griswold Family Rebecca, he comes on at 11 with trivia.
Yeah.
11, so that's 8.
He's
Pacific.
on after me. I'm gonna raid him tonight. I tried to raid him last time, but he wasn't on.
Okay.
Basically, if everybody makes sure they catch Ray with Van Life Rocks in 2 hours,
And then just
the
keep
rage
going.
just kind of leads you through for the rest of the evening.
It's kind of like a moving TV guide.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try and do this every Wednesday at this time. So now we just need somebody to fill the next 2 hours, right? Before Ray.
Yeah. Is somebody before Ray? I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Marshall's changing to Thursdays.
Yeah,
so.
but Van Life Voyages is right before Ray.
Okay.
They usually are.
So then it would just be someone.
Well, maybe I should just move back.
I just look
Maybe
to see
move.
what goes on between now and Ray, and that's what I'd schedule with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I should close this out since we're 5 minutes over.
All right.
And thanks everybody for being here in the chat. Thanks everybody for being here on screen. It's been a lot less. I'm a lot less nervous than I thought I would be, and I think it was a lot better than as well as I could hope for. Anyway, right?
It went great. All right. Thanks for having us.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Let's see, and then you hit broadcast off or
You
end
gotta
broadcast.
hit end broadcast twice.
And then hit it twice.
Okay. Thanks.
And you're still